Hey, Altcoin Buzz Army. This is Adam with Altcoin Buzz. I want to start off by thanking everybody for the positive response I got from my first passive income video. I'm definitely going to be doing a continuation and rolling with a lot more of those. That way we can always be gaining even in a down market. But for now, we are going to go over Electroneum, and I want to do an updated review. I want to break it down for those that aren't familiar with Electroneum. I want to talk about their patent, or their patent pending, I should say, that just got released. And I also want to talk about their obstacles and kind of the road that they're headed down. Right. So kicking it off, Electroneum, looking at this is their homepage, some of their highlights. They want to be more or less they want to dominate the mobile cryptocurrency market. They want to be secure and private. They are designed for mass adoption already. I would say that's a fair statement. App-based mobile mining. So what I did here is took a couple screenshots. This is from my cell phone. This is their Android mobile miner. The Apple one is not out yet. I'll kind of go over that here in a little bit. But I do want to give you a layout of what it looks like. So it's really simple to get started. It's free to download. You have to sign up with an Electroneum account on their website. And once you do that, you can start using their miner. But it's fairly straightforward. More or less, they just have a start and stop button that you see right here for mining. And technically it isn't a miner, right? It's not using processing power in your phone. Right? I don't think that's actually feasible yet, if you can even do that. I know that people have tested it and tried, but I don't think there's been the best results. But what this does, it simulates. So what it looks at your hardware and looks at how much free processing power you have at any given moment and gives you a hash rate. Right? If you're not familiar with hash rate, that's okay. It's the measurement they use. More or less, you can think of it just as speed and how much processing power you have. So what it will do is it will measure this, and then you get paid according to this number right here. Right? This number can go up and down. So for example, if you're watching YouTube videos or doing a lot on your phone, it'll go down versus if it's just sitting there not doing anything. And it's dependent on the processor you have. I have the Moto X4. If you're interested in the technicalities, it definitely does not have the highest end processor, so you could potentially get a lot more than what I'm getting right now. On the right here is the wallet that is inside this mobile app. So if you right here, I'd just be clicking this, and if you kind of want to see how much you actually get paid doing it, this is what I just took a screenshot of payments I've been getting. If it says mobile miner, that's the one coming from my actual phone. And then if you're looking at the dates, every 3 or 4 days, I'm getting about 10 Electroneum, around 100 a month or so. And I think this is crucial. I think this is big for two big reasons. One is convenience. If you listen to my first video, I'm all about convenience with these cryptocurrencies because I think that's where mass adoption is going to happen. Right now, you can download Electroneum and have it on your phone and start running this mobile miner and gaining cryptocurrency just like that. Right? I don't think there's an easier way to go about it. I mean, this is easier than using most apps. It's where people's attention already is. This is definitely a convenience factor. But the other side of that is it eliminates a huge barrier of entry into cryptocurrency. Barriers of entry could be, you're on the fence. You're not trusting it. You don't have money to really put into it, or you're not even capable of putting fiat into it based on your location. You may not even have a bank account. But if you have at least an Android phone and connected to the network, you can have Electroneum, you can have actual cryptocurrency, and you can hodl it, or you can put it on an exchange and trade it, or you could sell it. So you have those options, and I love that aspect in the sense that no matter what happens with Electroneum in the future, this portion right here allows people to easily get into it. I like that a lot. Continuing on, all right, so signed agreements with global mobile networks, right? Part of the mobile process. Obviously, they're going to need to be on any and all networks, would be of interest to them, and provide a digital payment solution to the developing world. Now, this part is where their patent comes in. I do want to emphasize that this is a patent pending, right? So I even pulled up a nice patent pending definition here. So as you're looking through, the important part is marketing invention patent pending puts the public on notice that the underlying invention may be protected and that copyists should be cautious. So what does that mean? More or less that means that they have this patent that's in this pending status, right? So if anybody decides to copy them and then the patent gets approved, those people that are copying them could be in legal trouble, right? Because Electroneum would then own whatever it is that their patent is about. And what is their patent about? Well, that is the next step. So they do two big things in their patent. Number one is this instantaneous crypto payments. Number two is this cryptocurrency subscription payments. Right. So what are these two things? Instantaneous cryptocurrency payments. It does two big things here. Right. It allows to instantly confirm to a vendor that an Electroneum user has the funds available in their wallet. So just like with a Visa, when you go to swipe or put in your chip and it gets approved or it gets declined, this system allows the vendors to be able to see that. It says, oh, nope, you don't have enough Electroneum. Obviously, you can't pay for things here. Huge necessary step. Second one is that they instantly get the funds, and which is the difference. That is the underlying difference right now between how things work. Because if I go to swipe my Visa at Walmart, the Walmart's probably not getting that actual money for a few days, whereas in this sense, they're getting it immediately. That is, hey, I mean, that's the big thing. That's convenient. Hey, I get my money now. I get this payment now. And if Electroneum is in your wallet and you're able to then go and spend it, so if other vendors are having it, so just as an example, if I'm doing freelance, we'll just say I'm doing web design, somebody says, all right, here's 1,000 Electroneum, I could just turn around and go on Amazon, spend it, and that could all happen in a couple of minutes. Pretty awesome. Big on the convenience factor. They do go on to state that the backend system is not quite ready to roll out. So again, the patent's still pending, so they're not pushing anything yet, but they're still working on the backend system. So everything is not hunky-dory just yet, but they're working on it, and they plan to have it within the next couple months, if not sooner. And the second part of the patent is this cryptocurrency subscription payments, which this one is pretty interesting to me. Basically what they're doing is they're having it so where this application they have can prompt the user, so you and I, to be able to set up subscriptions. So if I'm thinking of this, like I'm just going to use Netflix as an example, that I can use the app to pay for my Netflix subscription. And what they're allowing is any fiat currency, and they go down here and covers all cryptocurrencies. So in a sense, their app we'll be able to have subscriptions, and with the app we can pay in any fiat and any crypto that they decide to put on there. They're pretty big things. They do go on to state that they don't plan to put on any other cryptos this year. Right? I think it would make sense that they want to push Electroneum as the cryptocurrency payment factor, but you have that option. So I can say, all right, we'll just pretend Electroneum is $1, right? So we'll say, I can pay my Netflix subscription in $15 a month and set that up. Or I could say, all right, you know what, pay 15 Electroneum per month. And again, huge convenience factor, and getting people that are still on the fence about cryptocurrencies or slowly easing into it. They might not be comfortable buying a car or buying a house with cryptocurrency. People might not be okay accepting that, but something that is a little bit more simple, people may be willing to accept that. So from a vendor standpoint, a vendor can accept payments immediately and know that that payment is actually coming through immediately. Huge for them. And from the user, we can pay for things in whatever currency that we have, fiat or crypto. All huge convenience factors and big for mass adoption, right? So what are the issues that could potentially arise here, right? This is all sounding hunky-dory, of course. The big thing right now is A, getting the patent approved, and 2, getting approved by Apple. So on their iOS, they have it stated, this is from their site, have the iPhone iOS version written and fully functional, but is not yet approved by Apple. So they're still waiting for Apple to approve their mobile miner and get that rolling out. Now, just because they have it written and fully functional, of course they still have to work out the bugs as well. Heading over here to, this is Altcoin Buzz. Hello Altcoin Buzz. Don't forget to follow Altcoin Buzz on Twitter if you haven't already. Electroneum. We're going to go there, and they're having issues with scam accounts just like everyone and their mother. It's freaking ridiculous. And they're having a little bit of technical issues with the mobile miner for Android. I can confirm that. Mine's been a little bit screwy. But they're always very transparent, and they're always continually working on things. So we'll see how that plays out. But they need to get the Apple one rolling. And so I did get curious. I got curious on how much of an impact being on Apple is. We all know that Apple's huge, and Android and Apple, pretty much those two dominate the market. But I did get a little bit more curious. I did a little more research. And this article goes over the top 5 markets that are in the cryptocurrency space. And it goes over the fiat that they use, but they pretty much lay it out by country, which is South Korea, China, weird picture, Japan, the United States, and then on the 5th one, it's basically it's by euro. So there are so many countries in Europe that use the euro that you can't really know which country is pushing through. So we're just going to go over Europe in general. So I pulled up a bunch of statistics. I do not know how precisely accurate these are. I assume that they're at least relatively close, so we're just going to roll with it. Right? So Korea, 25% of Korea is using Apple. 28% coming from Europe. So that could vary from country to country, but still significant in and of itself. 21% in China, right? But where it really gets interesting is the United States rolling up at 56%. So iOS dominates in the United States, and in Japan, iOS really dominates. So 2 of the 5 biggest markets are Apple. So I think it goes without saying that it is necessary for Electroneum to be, to reach their full success, that they're going to need approved by Apple in order to get their mobile miner and their mobile wallet, and they're going to need to get the patent approved. Those are 2 huge things. I think if a patent does get approved, I think that will be enticing to vendors and to Apple, showing their legitimacy in the space. But even after those 2 things happen, you still then have to get vendors to start accepting Electroneum. So this could be huge. It could be something that is headed in the right direction, and could be huge for mass adoption, right? Because it is these little things. It is the vendor confidence. It is the user convenience. These things are how we're going to be able to transition into cryptocurrency being a form of payment, right? Because right now, we all want to make money with cryptocurrencies, but I want the practicality, and I think a lot of people want the practicality, as in, I need my landlord to start accepting Electroneum, right? I need to go pay cryptocurrency with gas. Or I'm sorry, I need to pay gas with cryptocurrency. I'm not talking about NeoGas, but it's these day-to-day things that will become huge. Because if I can start, I am mining, but mining Electroneum on my phone, and that in turn allows me to pay for my Netflix account. Those are the small day-to-day adoptions that we're going to need, and I think Electroneum is doing well in that. So the big things they need: patent approved, and then getting approved by Apple. Those are the things to look out for. But I obviously have an investment in Electroneum. I'm mining it. I'm playing around with it. But let me know, in the comments what you guys think. I know Electroneum obviously has a huge community. Just their Twitter alone is over 100,000. It's pretty awesome. But speaking of communities, be sure to come to Altcoin Buzz and follow us on Twitter. I know I already talked about that. And please like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'm going to be pushing out more and more of these. And let me know what else you guys like to talk about. Thanks.